In this ICE tutorial, we're going to focus on creating cigarette smoke within the context of an animated scene. If you look at the scene that you've got in front of you, you've got the buildings and environment and the marine model. And in the marine model, you'll notice if you branch select it that there are a series of keys along the timeline in blue. These are, of course, animation layer keyframes. So if I open up my mixer, Alt-0, I'll see that there are actually three in-between poses or key poses that I've got that I can blend from my default state into. For example, he's got the smoking state, and he's also got a relaxed state with his hand on the other leg. So what we're actually going to do is build up an effect where our character's just having a break from the everyday, existence of a soldier, having a bit of a smoke, and we're going to build that effect on the little cigarette he's got in his hand here, and we'll then animate that effect and render it off. So a bit of ice built into a character animation. So I'll just go back to my normal view here and we'll get started. So I don't actually want to bring in any sort of animation at this point. I'm going to build the smoking effect in place and then get it moving. So when I'm ready to, I'll be using these weight values. But for now, I'll create an emission. If I select the cigarette and I focus in on it, there's should have been a little object. There we go. An emitter built for you that's just really just a disk. I'm going to emit particles from it, and then we're going to, of course, have to tune the emission to work for the scale of our scene. So these particles are going to come firing out like a Harry Potter wand. So as soon as I press Simulate, Create Emit Particles from Selection, I will get an emission. Of course, emissions being in the direction of the particle, or the emitter's normals, shoots straight out. I want to change that. I'm actually going to select the point cloud, press Alt-9 to open up an ice tree, and on the Emit from Surface compound, open it up to expose the attributes. And I'm going to set the direction and speed, the emit direction, to not use the emit location normal, but to use the initial direction vector I provide. And I want to have the particles moving upwards initially in the y-axis. So actually just start back here, and you can see I've got particles moving upwards. So we need to do a lot more tuning, so we'll continue on from here.